Hi, I'm Regina Goree from Chandler, Mississippi. I will be doing my final HSCO 508 presentation on interpersonal communication. Next slide. Identification of overreaching goal. Goal to listen better and be better able to communicate with others. Personality type. A. Level of listening. Characteristics of the self. Next slide. Goals to listen better and be better able to communicate with others. The self and identity can be used to help with my SI personality type. With this personality type, I may exhibit levels of listening. At the number 1 level of listening, this shows that I am an empathetic listener. Carbonell, page 61. Next slide. I cannot judge the people who are talking, nor what the subject issues, what they are talking about. Pearson, 1999. This also means that I cannot let their body language or nonverbal action, such as facial expressions, distract me from listening to what they're saying. I must be able to listen while having compassion, understanding, and caring. Burley Allen, Level of Listening section, page 14. Next slide. Goals to listen better and be better able to communicate with others. This is a form of effective listening and communicating with others. Being able to listen effectively is effective when helping clients to express themselves. Listening helps clients and allows them to be able to be part of the solutions to their problem issues. Christopher, 2010. Next slide. This also may show clients and others how being able to listen effectively resolve conflicts or other pressing issues, problems without being a fake listener. Burley Allen, page 14. Also, as a listener, this has allowed me not to be a fool, but listen to advice being given. Proverbs 12:15. Next slide. Stewart, 2012, defines identity as self as being up of interlocking features. Shows how people act and be attentive to others. These identities help us to establish ourselves and others. Next slide. Personality type, level of listening. This self can be complex with identities that are multi-dimensional and changing. According to Stewart, 2012, all of us change over certain periods of our lives. We also help the concept of self on a personal level and with different and distinctive identities. Next slide. We, as the self, are responders, and we have a choice with some of the changes that we go through. In past and present relationships, according to Stewart, 2012, many institutes such as family, peers, and even school help us to develop these relationships. Next slide. Since I am a level 1 listener, according to Carbonell, 2008, I should be able to recognize the changes in myself and others. This also means that I should be able to avoid conflict and fights. I can also resist pressure and get angry when people have a tendency to threaten my security and well-being. Carbonell, page 62. Next slide. Personality levels of listening. I should be able to listen without making judgment on others, while I should be understanding and patient and sensitive to the issue, problems that the person may be experiencing. By learning to listen and making it work for me, I can value the balance of communication, which includes listening of an undetermined period of time. I should also talk until the other person stops hearing and listen until the other person is rational. He can hear you and has regained the ability to communicate through talking and listen again. Peterson, 2007. Next slide. Other people, other people should not judge me while I am listening to them and being understanding. Luke 6:37. This kind of communicating may be effective not only for others but also for me. This is negotiating which involves me and others understanding each other. Peterson 2007. This is also an effective part of listening process. Next slide. Characteristics of self. Some people are not good listeners according to Stewart 2012. They have their minds on other things instead of focusing on the topic issues that is being presented to them. This may mean that some people cannot stay in sync with the art of listening. Sharing, which involves me and others taking turn talking as well as listening. Peterson 2007. Next slide. I am more concerned with how others view me, or I may jump right in the conversation without letting the people finish what they are saying. I stop listening when others are talking and become more interested in how the person physically looks instead of the importance of what they are saying. I can listen respectively and responsibly. Pearson 2007. Next slide. These are habits which I may identify with since that I have the SI personality type. Carbonell, page 61. I have and identify with all the traits that are habits which are barriers to me listening to others. I have also learned that this personality talking and starting a conversation does not give me effective power. Next slide. As a major part of social and cultural norms, we can resist the urge to listen to others. Burley Allen, 1995, page 50. When people are making eye contact with you and listening to you, this is a positive and effective listening. This is known as selection. Stewart, 2012, page 162. When people or I are doing other things instead of listening, this is negative and ineffective listening. Burley Allen, 1995, page 50. Next slide. Openness means either disclosing something about you with other people and listen to them without others. Stewart 2012. If you cannot reveal yourself, you cannot become close to others, and you cannot be valued by others for who you are. Stewart 2012, page 209. Self-disclosures focus on yesterday and today. Next slide. Yesterday happenings helps to clear up why you and others react and respond in a certain way. Self-disclosures helps us to build good and positive relationships. Self-disclosure helps you and other people to get to know each other on a more personal level. Stewart 2012, page 213. Next slide. Certain relationships may cause some people to share their feelings. Personal information allows them to be able to effectively confide in others. Stewart 2012, page 213. Also, self-disclosure may help to establish and build commitments with others. Stewart 2012, page 213. Self-disclosure helps you to grasp and have a clear understanding of reality. Stewart 2012, page 214. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.